Rightio, here we are, episode number 8. We're still here.
8 already, Benny, yeah.
We're still getting away.
Good
We're joined with a very special guest with Kim Gannon here. And
delighted to have you, Kim.
Yeah, delighted. Welcome to our studio.
You're our first guest.
You're our very first guest. Congratulations. Yeah. And Pádraig is here as well, of course. Pádraig's another well-renowned show. We're going to have loads of questions for them now in a couple of minutes. We're on the Tullamore
Dew. 12-year-old Benny, I brought out the nice bottle just for
the visitors.
For the night that was in it, yeah. First guest, and we're, as I say, we're delighted to have Kim, our first guest and our first female hunter. We're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We've long wanted to get guests on, and Kim has gratefully decided to come on. And especially, as I say, look, we've my daughter, as I said before, is mad into the hunting, so it's we're privileged to have you on, and thanks again. Yeah, the Tullamore Dew, Brenny, nice.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, honest to God. Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
not too far away as well.
No, so I know. I have nothing to do it yet, but keep it local, right?
Cheers, guys.
There's a good supply, is right. Yeah, cheers. Good luck. Good health. Good luck and good health. Before, I suppose, we get too stuck into all the questions and stuff, anyone that's out there that is perhaps stuck for a couple of gift ideas, male or female. Christmas is obviously coming up.
Yeah.
And if his or her is apparently hard to buy for, just remember this, write this down. Discount Centre, number 7, Golden Island, Anchors Bower at Lone, County Westmeath. That'll get you straight to the front door of Wild Hunter. We were down there last night.
What did you call them, Bernie? The
woodies of hunting and fishing.
Yeah, hunting, fishing and camping and everything in between.
Exactly. If you're looking for anything, ring Wild Hunter, and if they haven't got it, then it doesn't exist.
Yeah. We were down there last night. You were looking for a bone saw, yeah?
Yeah.
I've been looking for a bone saw. And literally there was one hanging up in the 100%. Door.
Yeah, isn't it? I couldn't believe it. And not bad, and in fairness, not badly priced either. So you will get any amount of gift ideas from.
We're chatting to the owner. What, they're 20 odd years old now?
Yeah. They're going about 20 years.
Great guys.
Fantastic.
Were you ever down there, Kim?
No, I wasn't. So.
No.
Take a visit then.
Yeah, the gun showroom.
Bring the checkbook.
Honest to God, yeah. I was literally thinking to myself last night. I was saying, if I won the lotto, and I don't mean it's not that you'd need a lotto to go there, but if I won the lotto, it'd be definitely one of my number 1 stops. Even the gun collection for camping, fishing, the amount of stuff down there is unreal. So it is. So.
And we went down there last night. I mean, we were we got tea, the biscuits, the whole lot.
Yeah, 100%.
It was deadly. Actually, we met loads of hunters down there.
Yeah, giving out just a couple of freebies going. It was brilliant.
It was brilliant.
Yeah. Did a big pulsar night. So. You're hooked.
Don't talk.
Yeah.
Benny, the wife is going to listen to this, man.
Honest to God,
keep that top secret. Deposit on the pulsar.
Honest to God. Actually, what was it, like 50 € or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Did you ever try any of the pulsar gear, guys? No. And the thermal or night vision?
No. If you ever would you do much foxing at all, or?
Podges a bit. The odd time with them.
Yeah. It's a game changer stuff.
This is off the chart. It's like watching. This is 4K.
Yeah. It's like
HD and
everything to it. Yeah. Like literally, like it's like if you've ever, if you're hunting any fox that's a bit shy at all, like you could be right up on him. He doesn't know you're there. So it's an infrared light, obviously, so they can't actually see it, but you can see them as clear as day. So they're.
It's brilliant.
They're fucking fantastic. They're absolutely brilliant, yeah.
And the guys in Pulsar, I think they are over the Christmas. I think they're trying to arrange us to get in touch with us and maybe do a little bit more, because it was so busy down there last night. There was people queuing up for stuff. So they, I think they're going to have us trial out a bit of their gear and stuff. So we were really looking forward to it. Yeah, because we could have spent literally another night down there.
100%, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, yeah. And like we'll be giving an honest review on it. Like they're not paying us to do that.
No, like that, not yet. Anyway.
Not yet. Anyway. No, they might get the stuff. They might not get the stuff back. I don't know.
So if it's a really good review, they've to give us loads of free stuff.
Exactly. That is the truth. Yeah. So that was basically what we were at for the week. Any hunting this week? We out at all?
Not yet, Brenny. No, I'm hoping to go tomorrow morning as saying.
Yeah.
For a year or two. The young one has a final on Sunday morning. So that rule set out. So tomorrow morning's my only morning. So I'm hoping to get for a couple of hours with the dogs and give them a bit of a run yourself?
No, I'm going out Sunday after a couple of pheasants out to the gun club if I get a chance, or a pheasant, or maybe get up after deer. I'm nearly fresh out of venison now, so
Good stuff. You getting out shooting, Kim?
Might get out Saturday for a few hours.
Yeah.
See how we get on.
Yeah.
Good
And
stuff.
say now when we're going to delve into questions, say your club, like if you are going to go out, if you're going to go out for a shot, you know, is it, do you have rules? Is it one day a week you can go out, or do you just kind of go out when you want to go out, or?
You can go out when you want to go out. It's quiet at the minute because they're only after releasing the birds and that, like. So
grand.
And you were saying how many's in your club?
I think there's over 40 in it.
40, yeah.
40, right?
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
Nice size club.
Yeah. Plenty of good land around that bite. Is it all around that bite? Like there's plenty. It's like a bog and there's plenty of cover.
Yeah, there will be plenty of cover around.
Yeah. Honest to God, yeah.
Good shooting.
Easy ground to walk to.
Yeah.
So
That makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when you're looking to get out for just an hour or something. It's nice because you can get out nice and quick without crossing too many ditches and trenches.
100%, yeah. You're wrecked before you even start, yeah. Honest to God, yeah. Right, I suppose without any further ado, we're gonna jump into it. I know you're nervous. Don't be nervous.
All the ground.
Get more of that ton of more dew there.
Exactly. There's any amount of it there. Well, no, I'll tell you, the whole reason we want to do this is because we've been contacted. There's a lot of women out there that want to get into hunting. Do you know what I mean? They really do. And we've been we've had loads of questions around it. And one of the biggest ones that comes up is there many women out there doing it? Like, you know, I remember you mentioned that you were the first to join your club, I think, were you? First female?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I was the first. Yeah, 100% sure on it, but I'm nearly sure I was the first to join.
Yeah, and there's two, as you said, there's two female.
Two. As far as I know, there's two.
So you started a trend.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get.
Yeah, you open the door.
That's
I think that's probably what's going to happen. I think if one female or woman decides to go into a club, I think it'll open a door. I think the first is always the hardest. As we've seen now, like with Katie Taylor in the box and stuff, like that's what it needs. It needs people like yourself to open doors for others, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
Don't be afraid to go if you want to try it.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. And as well, like we have to say here, like you're not some beginner. Like I know people that know you, and you have a fair shot on you. Like I'm a little bit intimidated here now, if I'm going to be honest with you. You told us there you actually represented Ireland.
Yeah, this year for the first time. Yeah,
that's brilliant.
Yeah,
Clashon, that is brilliant. And like, what kind of countries were you up? Was it?
It was all over. It was between Dublin, Galway, Monaghan.
Okay.
Kind of a bit of everywhere.
Right. And I've never. Is that like an Olympic trap? Is it that they use?
There's loads of different disciplines. I can't get into all of them with you because I wouldn't know where to start and all of them.
Yeah.
The one I was shooting was automatic ball trap.
Okay.
So that's basically you're standing in a line with 5 people or 6 people.
Yes.
And you've 2 shots that won't play, and then you move on to the next stand.
Okay, right, beautiful.
Okay.
Jesus.
And it could come anywhere, like.
They can come anywhere. So you, and is the trap behind you then? Is it? Oh, it's in front of you, is it?
It's like a little house. It's called a house in front of you, and it varies.
Okay, where? So
5 different. Traps in the house, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one trap in the house.
Okay.
And it comes out.
And you'd have some coming over you?
No, they don't really go too high.
Okay.
It's all out in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I definitely would hand up. I don't know really. I'm anything about clay shooting. I don't know. Have you done much?
Small bits, you know. Over in Nurney, over and the guys in Nurney, and Rob, a mate of mine, brought me over there a couple of times. And we did I think it was the Olympic trap, wasn't it? We did the one's going to rabbits and one's coming over.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah. So it's small bits, you know.
Yeah.
Very small.
What's that called? Sporting, is it? Yeah. I wouldn't have a clue. We've an old rusty. Do you know the one you pull back by hand?
Hand drop.
Yeah.
That's how I started off.
Is it?
Yeah.
We usually do it around Christmas if we're bored. We'll just gather up a couple of balls, 7.5s, and.
Yeah, we've the automatic and the foot pedal. Myself, my dad, my brother.
Oh, obviously,
you know about the car battery and the.
Oh, is it?
The rig, yeah.
So you should actually have a fairly good shot then.
That's what you're saying. That, Brian, but look is the across the bear. Is the battery actually up in the bog one year, and we kind of got bored, and if the father's listening now, I don't work for him anymore, so he can't fire me up. But we kind of got we got a graph of being how are we going to set this up a little bit different. So we were kind of setting it up at different angles, and then I looked over at the van and. Avril's uncle actually at the time, Mark Lynn, he's dead since Lord of Mercy, and he taught me a good bit about shooting. His anniversary was not too long ago, actually. A real good guy, real good shooter as well. We had a couple of good days shooting. But I pulled the father's van in front of the trap, maybe 20 yards, and kind of set at an angle that, with the thinking that it'd be coming over the van.
You wouldn't see it.
Yeah, and then we get some nice shooting, And
I think it's
of course, every couple of, yourself on the traps, you get a one fly out in pieces, I was hit it again, Mark, hit it again. Next thing about like a grenade, I get up again to the side of the van. So I don't think he noticed actually, might put a bit of clay up against the side of the van or something. But we didn't try that one again. But.
Holy jizz, yeah. It's good though. I suppose it's not something I ever really got into. Well, I shoot with a pump action shotgun anyway, so I'd be very much looked down on. I'd say if I rocked up to it. All I'm sure, it's like having a sauna or shotgun like Delby or something. Yeah. But no, like Jesus, kudos to you. It's not an easy thing to be doing. Like,
do you find it good for getting your eye in for the pheasants?
Definitely,
yeah.
You'd often go shooting there or whatever just to get going. Swing of the gun again.
Yeah. And clay pigeon shooting, do you do it kind of all year long?
It kind of depends. Normally when the hunting season starts, I stop shooting clays.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it depends really. Like this year, I've kind of been doing a mixture of both. So.
Okay.
It just really depends.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Would you go Lakeland shooting? Would you go down there much or?
The odd time I'd be down there. They don't really have that much going on at the minute, I don't think.
Okay.
But when they have stuff on, I would go down there.
You go down there, yeah. It's a great facility, isn't it? It's a fantastic facility, yeah.
One of the biggest questions here, I think, how did you get into hunting in the first place?
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Untethered and Wanderwise, where adventure has no age limit. We're your co-host, Heidi Brandis and Nikki Mahundro, and we're here to inspire and celebrate women over 45 who are embracing their independence and want to explore the world on their own terms.
I suppose it was more himself, really.
Yeah.
You're to blame.
You're to blame.
I would have done
Master of your own demise.
I would have done a bit before in my podge, but it would have been kind of just following hunts and that. Not a whole pile, and then I suppose when I got with podge and seeing him going around, and it's kind of I'm going to give that a go and see what that's like.
Cause you were into horses anyway, weren't you?
Yeah, I was
so
very good.
Yeah, so I was like, right, okay.
Yeah,
so we'll give it a go, and I just went another night then, and he was going lamping, and I said, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
And then the more and more I went, the more and more I got into it, and I think he was regretting it then. The more and more I got into it,
cost the fork and the cartridges now.
You have to find just guns.
You'll have to find a new hobby now, Podge.
Save in the long run. Don't get dragged to a shopping centre, so I'm okay.
Yeah, man.
That's the other side of it.
That is exactly that is a win-win, I suppose. How long have you been hunting, or fairly new?
I suppose maybe what's proper hunting, maybe about 7-8 years, I'd say.
Right, okay, fair play, yeah. And clay pigeon, how long have you been doing the clays?
I'd say in and around the same, about 8 years.
About 8 years, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's some going, like, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? I'm 16 years with a shotgun, and I fucking haven't represented Ireland, I'll tell you that.
No. So I wouldn't let you represent Ireland.
No, there's my make a fucking shot. Maybe it's something else.
You have to watch the cameras there, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that's where we're going now.
Yeah, it's good. Like, if you are into it and you want to ever try and shout, fire and a gun, even, like, it's the best way to go out and sound.
Yeah.
Like, I know I ran one ladies' day clay shooting, and it was just all ladies shooting. And the amount of ladies I got out, it was absolutely amazing to see it. Like,
Are you serious? Yeah. And have you found many of them? Have they gone on to kind of have they kept it going, or?
There's a few that have kept it going. See, I done it, and then COVID happened, and then kind of went downhill then. So hopefully now we'll get going again.
I might just move that mic just slightly in towards you, Kim. Just slightly in towards we set up. Just another little bit. Yeah.
I think we'll be fine. Yeah.
And do you find any kind of? Is there any impediments put in place for women getting into shooting? Like, do you find any? What would you say? Is there any smart remarks from guys or any of that type of stuff? No,
I haven't come across it. Yeah. Initially, it is you're kind of like, oh God, it's kind of intimidating you heading out onto a group of lads going shooting maybe on a squad of 6 or 7, like, and you're like, oh God, what are these going to think of me? But you know
Jeez,
what?
I tell you, if you were coming out shooting with us, I think
Jeez, 100%.
we'd be the ones.
We'd be the ones to do it, I can guarantee you that. Holy shit.
Do you know what? I have to say they're the best group of lads you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
They're there to help you. They're there to encourage you and want you to go back. And like that, that's what made me go. Yeah. When I started shooting first, I wouldn't go anywhere on my own. I had to have somebody with me.
Yeah.
And started the new discipline then, and I was like, no, I'm not going on my own, can't go on my own. And with a kick and a push and a shove from the lads in, who's like, come on, like, you're fine, you know. Yeah. And now wouldn't cross me.
That's brilliant.
That's brilliant. Fair play to you, like that's.
And I think that's a good. That's a good advertisement for the hunting community in general, because like I think in most sports, and I've talked, like we spoke before, why I was in martial arts and fighting sports, and you know, I would have heard down through the years of anecdote, and I've never experienced myself, but you know, females trying to get into that discipline and stuff, that they would have faced a little bit of, you know. It wasn't a done thing, and it was, you know, would have faced resistance. So it's great to hear, especially because our community, the hunting community, is under severe pressure from all angles.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And it's nice to hear that, you know, there is some good stories, like what you're saying, that you know, there's people out there accommodating. Not accommodating, that's the wrong word. I think encouraging, you know, female into the sport, you know.
100%.
And that was completely the wrrong word. Because it's not there to be accommodated, it's there to be encouraged, you know. And I've spoken a couple of times. My youngest daughter comes out shooting with me all the time, and I'm hoping that there's a place for her in our club in when she comes of age, you know.
Without doubt,
I think it's important for especially with Kim on the show, that there's any woman, be it you know, from 16, I think if it's 14 now, you can get a license under is it?
16, I think, is it?
Is it under, say, under
junior license?
Junior license.
Oh, can you get a 14, can you?
I think it's
16, is it?
I think it's 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, like as I say, it's, but even to, you know, for girls thinking about getting into any of the disciplines, that there is a place for them in this community, and there's people out there that's going to encourage that, you know.
Yeah, and you'd be widely welcomed. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, 100%. Like you've been proven many times over. Like they're every bit or better of a shot than most lads that's out there, and that's probably any lad that does have an issue that you know is intimidated, and that's exactly, isn't it? Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
I think, to be fair,
absolutely,
yeah, 100%. So no, fair play to you. You mentioned you're a member of a gun club, hunting club. Do you want to give them a shout?
Yeah, I do shout out to that boy gun club. They're very accommodating, very helpful, and like if you have any questions or that, and from when I started, they were always there, and you know, they'd always say, "All right, you going out?" You know.
Okay, are you guys open to more members, or is it at full capacity at the minute, or what way is?
No, as far as you know, like they're still accepting members.
Yeah. Okay, and he's 40 in the club. That's a
good
nice
club.
Yeah,
definitely.
You know, with a relatively small hunting area.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They have to accept locals. So.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah. And I suppose I just wanted to ask as well, when you decided you were going to sort of get into it, gun wise, did you any issues with licenses or?
So when I started, it was just pot luck. There was a gun for sale locally in the Glasgow Gun Club, and I was like, sure, look, we'll get it, see how we get on. If we like it, we can get something else.
Okay.
That was the end of that. I got the gun, sure, I kept it for 3 or 4 years. Got a new gun there last year. Bought a new gun last year, and I wouldn't change it for the world now.
Would you? Fair play to you.
What are you shooting out of?
Caesar Greeny.
Lovely.
Very nice.
And you wouldn't change it?
I think I'd call that. No, wouldn't. I'll absolutely love it.
Would you?
There's actually a lady stock on it. It's a Monte Carlo stock that's on the gun.
Wow.
So it just fits perfect.
Lovely.
Right.
We were down actually last night, and we had seen. We'd seen a couple of 20 boards, have we?
We've seen a couple of 410s.
410s, sorry.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of them. Seen the foldable.
Yeah.
That was them. Have you seen them? Have you ever shot a 410? No. Jeez, they're I suppose they're really for they're like a junior gun, aren't they? Like for someone that, well, I won't say kids now, but someone. But for people
looking to get started, you know, it's a nice gun to.
I
think a lot of the 20 boards as well. I know a mate of mine, Rob, shooting a 20 bore as well, because he finds the the other one a bit hard in the shoulder. I think,
Oh
you
my
know.
God, the poor little devil. God, yeah.
I know. I just know he's hoping to get his young lad in, and it's a nice way to introduce, I suppose. You know.
Yeah.
With a lot less kickback and stuff.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Have you? What was your first gun? Did you say?
It was a bet and Solly.
Oh, Bet and Soli. Yeah. They're Italian made, I think. Yeah, is it? I think yeah. Bet and Soli. Yeah. Very good. Where would you locally? Have you a gun shop local to you that you use or?
The one where I got my new gun was in Monaghan in MC Brown's shop. Highly recommend it.
Are you serious? Right?
Yeah.
Haven't
Very
met him.
accommodating.
Right.
I'm not there to sell a gun. He'll get a gun that you like.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, he won't just say, "Yeah, that's perfect for you."
No, it has to be. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Fair play. Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like, I mean, we were down there last night, and for people who want to get into it, like, go into your local gun shop, because the guys are, when I say extremely accommodating, they couldn't do anything more for us down there last night.
100%.
They brought us into the gun safe, essentially, you know.
Yeah.
Any gun that we wanted to take down, and we weren't interested in buying a gun, and the guys knew that, but they're still. You know,
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that.
one
No,
of
I
us
might.
It's like going into a toy shop.
Neither of us were before we went in there, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
exactly,
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah, I had no intention of anything before I went in there. Now that SX4 is looking very.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
But it is like, go in, have a browse around, and you can pick up and feel the gun, see what gun suits you. You know, because everyone's different. Everyone's completely different. So,
And in fairness, these lads, like that place you're mentioning in Monaghan, they're dealing with that every day of the week. They've newbies coming in every day of the week that haven't had a gun license before, so there's no stupid question to ask them. Do you know what I mean? So
He's a clay shooter as well himself. He does a lot of distance.
Okay, right.
He knows.
so he knows his guns. He knows them inside out.
Yeah.
And just on it, do you do deer shooting, rifle?
I have shot with a rifle, but not deer shooting. It's on the list of things to do. I'd love
That's
to go
interesting.
shooting.
Okay.
That's well, we can point you in the right direction there, I suppose. Anyway, we probably do more deer shooting than most.
We go deer shooting. We don't essentially bring back a whole pile of deer. But we do a lot of deer shooting.
Exactly.
Or deer hunting.
Deer hunting. Yeah, we walk around a lot with rifles.
We'll tell you where all the deer are not.
Exactly. They're fairly safe enough. Friends, family. Any other much of your family shoot or?
No, I'm the first one really. Now, no, none of them do.
Do they not, right?
No.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
No, friends, yeah. I've made a lot of great friends through shooting.
Through shooting,
Through clay shooting,
It really is a good social outlet, isn't it? Like, it's brilliant. You know, there's always something. You're either working at something in the club or trying to progress something, or, you know, trying to raise a few quid to get something. You know, like, there's always something to be done. And even under the first, do you do the longest tail or heaviest bird? Yeah. Brilliant. Just a bit of crack, isn't it, you know?
Okay. Who won it this year? Did Zanny's win it this year?
I was only a
Martin
couple of
Lynch
inches
won
off.
the heaviest bird, or the longest bird.
The longest bird. What was it? Martin Lynch.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Martin. I don't know you, but give you a shout there. From Abai Gun Club, is it? Well, Martin.
And was there a competition between you two guys now? Who won the
Oh,
I
that'd
was
be
the only
tricky.
one that got one this year.
Oh,
I
you
got
were
the first bag. Yeah.
Oh, go away.
Didn't even pull the trigger.
Are you serious? Oh, man.
I was the same on the first, as you probably heard. It was a terrible day on the first.
Yeah.
I put up a heap of hands, but no cocks, unfortunately. But there'll be days like that.
There will be days like that. I was worse. At least I got a few, but I had the worst miss in my life, and it was on camera. So you know what I mean. If I had
Never to be lived down.
Never ever forever.
And the miss gets worse, doesn't it? On the night, do you have a bit of a party around on the first? Or yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Where do you head into the village in Avoy? Or
Normally having it in Fagan's bar in Abbey.
Good stuff.
Deadly
Every
stuff.
year.
Right.
It's very accommodating with
Are
nice
they,
spread, like
that's
what you
throwing a
want.
few sandwiches and
Brilliant.
chips, chicken goujons, that kind of crack.
Yeah.
Can't beat it, yeah. In fairness, that sounds you can't beat it.
That's the thing as well. Like it is it's a traditional community, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like same up in our place there. We spoke about before. You head off, and I remember going back in the day when you could bring there'll be lads coming in to measure the tail into this pub, 20 pheasants in the corner, and I'd love to see them days back. You know?
The good old days.
Unfortunately, it's not socially acceptable anymore. So it's all behind closed doors. But no, that's some of the nicest memories I have. You know, you win and everyone brings in the bird, and and hope for the best.
And hope for the best, yeah. Those days, I remember, and maybe I shouldn't mention the name of this. I won't actually mention the name of the place, but when we were growing up, our first guns, we used to buy them off a gun shop down in the Midlands. Let's say that. But he was also a publican, right? So it was the weirdest experience I've ever noticed, man. We went down. I never forget. We went down one Thursday night into the bar anyway, and there was like a teachers' union meeting going on. Like, so there was all these teachers, sitting behind us, and we were sitting up at the bar, and the man comes out and what are you having? And he says, sure, maybe have a pint of Guinness, and Leo was with me, my friend, and whatever he had anyway. So he says to you, man, I won't mention his name, I have to be careful here, but he says, come here, what have you got out there as regards 2-2s there? Any nice second-hand 2-2s? And he, oh yeah, Jenny, you have, yeah, how's your hand there? Next thing, out comes this rifle across the bar. Honest, this is no mess. And Leo was there, and he was looking at it and pulling back the action, looking at it. And then he says, well, I'm looking for a new under over there, or something, a second or something, not crazy money. And, oh yeah, I have the very one. Out comes the under over, and he, sitting there drinking pints, pint and guns around the bar. And
so you see the Wild West.
Honest to God. And the thing I was looking at the whole time was the locals, this teachers' union or whatever like that, they didn't bat an eyelid. So this was obviously a regular occurrence.
Yeah. Look, I think for anyone that doesn't, the guns weren't loaded.
Oh, of course, No, honestly,
harmless stuff. Would be completely
not something you'd see.
Not politically correct anymore. You wouldn't be under the right
not something you'd see every day of the week. But it was something else. Yeah. What else? Obviously, we have a question here about if your partner does it, but obviously we know Podge is big into it too. So that's it. Yeah. You're delighted, as you're saying. You don't have to get dragged around the shopping centre or anything like that. You just can go out for a pheasant.
Is there anything, Kim, that you'd change in our? It's a community. We call it our way of life. Because we eat, sleep, and drink this, but and obviously, like, we're coming under, what would you say, severe pressure, from anti-hunting and the animal cruelty element and stuff like that, But I suppose aside from that element, is there anything that you'd like to see happen or change within the hunting environment, for better or worse, or is there anything, like, as I say, I know you haven't felt any pressures from within the club, but have you experienced any pressures from outside the club?
Oh, thank God I haven't.
No.
It's been great. I have to say, like, I haven't come across anything.
Yeah. You're in college as well, like, and would you feel comfortable talking about that to college friends and stuff that you hunt and shoot?
Yeah, well, it's lucky enough that what I'm doing is equine therapy in college, so
you're
it's
kind of in that.
all in the
yes,
one
yeah,
deadly, yeah.
But there is friends that you'd be like, right, well, what you'd say, what you can't say,
Yeah.
But that's their choice at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think
everyone's
I'm not going to start
respectful.
talking about something that they don't want to hear.
Yeah, well, that's fair
enough.
enough. In fairness, yeah. And I'm sure, like, the majority of them are the same. They mightn't agree with us what to do, but they don't ram it down your neck to say you shouldn't be doing it.
That's it. They don't start giving out to me for going out hunting or whatever. If I'm going to work and they do a great weekend I'm hunting or whatever, they talk to me about it. Like, they don't go into the details or whatever. But they don't come in or they don't start giving out to me, like, oh, you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. Like, it's just,
and have any thoughts on? What would you say? Like, would you have any thoughts on, say, the anti-hunting movement in general? Like, we've probably the last couple of weeks, it coincided. There was a lot of stuff on Joe Duffy and again in News Talk. I think the hare coursing was on the other day, and there's a huge push against the hare coursing community now. And look, this is I think one of the pro. I think she was a TD or a counsellor. I think she was advocating. It's a huge traditional. Some of the oldest clubs are hare coursing, and they've done everything that has been asked of them. In terms of muzzling the dogs, and you know what I'm saying. And obviously, there's an element who are not abiding the law, but they'll never abide by the law.
Not for diamonds. If they banned it in the Barden, do you think if they brought out a ban in the morning to ban.
Yeah.
You know, do you think that's going to stop those people that don't abide by the rules as it is? Like, it won't.
A lot of them guys that are doing it are holding, and I'd say this, you know, obviously I cannot prove this, you know, but I've, what would you say, talked to farmers and stuff like that who've come across some of these guys on the land, and some of them hold firearms, you know, and it would be questionable whether they have license for them for firearms.
Yeah.
So you're not going to stop them. But the people who are law-abiding and who, like, I've seen pictures of I think there was one club there, 80 years old, you know, I think it was a Limerick club, I think it was on one of the social media channels. And so this is a huge traditional element in this country. And I think they made a very good point. If the clubs who are coursing, who is going to look after the hare? Are the anti-hunters and the animal welfare? Who's going to pick up that baton? That, do you know what I'm saying? Because without the hare, these clubs wouldn't exist. So it's within their own interest to keep both the habitat and the vermin and all that kind of stuff under control.
Under control, yeah, 100%, yeah.
Would you have any thoughts on that, Kim?
It's a tough one really to talk about.
Yeah.
Because you're stepping on toes that you don't want to be stepping on and that kind of thing. Like, but like, I would like to see it keep continuing.
Yeah.
As you say, it's your way of life. It is our way of life. Do you know, that kind of a way?
Yeah.
But it's going to be a tough one to see what way it goes down the line.
Yeah, definitely.
It really is.
I think it's the way it's been framed as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if somebody hasn't experienced, say, what we do, or even the coursing, a poor defenceless hare being attacked by a greyhound, but if you were to let that greyhound off the leash and take the muzzle off him, and the hare was there, that greyhound's going to chase after him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what their argument, like the way they frame it, it's very clever. You know, because you're painting a picture of a lovely defenceless hare or rabbit. You know what I'm saying? But I think the point will always go back, no more than the pheasants. Like we're seeing, I know in our club, because I was talking about the other night, we're changing the way I know we spoke before, you guys release birds and stuff, which we have done for the last number of years, but we're trying to change that a little bit because we're seeing a huge decline in inboards, you know, both from vermin, we feel buzzards are playing a huge part in that, and you know, obviously habitat and crop and so on and so forth. So it's pressures from all angles, but so we're trying to change and trying to get natural stocks up.
Yeah.
But without us, we'll go back to this loads of times, but without, and include all four of us here, there's very little by the way of I don't know of any anti-hunter establishment or animal cruelty that are sown game crops.
100%, yeah. It'd be quick to say that we shouldn't be fucking doing it, but they're not. At the same time, like, what are you fucking doing to? Do you know what I mean? Like, they'd be quick to say that's so fucking cruel. Yeah. The poor defenceless pheasant you're going up, and we spoke on our last podcast about that idiot that wrote that letter. But at the same time, it's again, it's down to no education about it. You know, it really is. Like, you know,
and I mean, we've spoken. I think we've all had mixed fortunes on the first. Me and Patrick didn't get a shot at a bird in the first.
Yeah.
Your club let out 100 pheasants, same as my club. You had 2 or 3. Two.
Shot.
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
And Kim, you shot one.
Yeah.
So 300 birds in your club.
Yeah.
So 500 birds between the four of us. You know, not between the four clubs.
Without.
3 clubs, and you know.
Yeah, that's
4 birds. You know,
four birds.
We're not going around blasting things. And, you know, and coming
the
back.
majority, like I'd say, and I'd be interested. Have you noticed? So say if you let out 100 birds, have you done in your club? Have you counted up at the end of the year how many birds say have been harvested?
We've been trying to do that over the past couple of years.
Yeah. But I hazard a guess here. Would you even shoot 50 of them, or 50% of them? Like,
No.
You wouldn't.
No, not even close.
No, you wouldn't.
25% maybe.
Yeah, you wouldn't. This is true, isn't it? So, like, you know, they're there. Like again, I think make the point again. If there's pheasants out there and people admire looking at them and seeing them on the road, you know, you're welcome. Because if it wasn't for your local gun club, they wouldn't be there in the first place.
Simple as that.
The shot that won the longest bird was 3-year-old. He was released 3 years ago.
Oh, there you go.
Probably ring them.
That's a brilliant idea. That's actually a really good idea. We don't do that. Do you do that?
I bought the rings this year, but just we had so much going on in the club this year because we I don't know whether you followed it. We built the pen and did all kinds of stuff. But it's our plan to start ringing them. And start do, at least we can get a bit of feedback.
That's a brilliant idea.
There's a good bit of work involved in that as well. So, no, we'd be hoping to do that.
Yeah.
The horses came. I know I'm going off.
I actually want to ask
this is something we don't have. I know I was on a horse, I think, once in my life, and it didn't like me, and I didn't much like him.
The only horse I was on, I think, is the one, you know, in the shopping centre, you put €2 in it.
Or there used to be one in Buck Mullins, I think, years ago, wasn't there?
Buck Mulligan's, was there?
Was there Buck and Bronco? Or was it
in the old Darnley Lodge in the Pie there, is it?
Wasn't there? Yeah.
Was there?
I don't know. It was before.
I think I remember it, man, vaguely.
I don't know.
Are you sure now?
I think I won that competition that night.
You're showing your age, you know that.
Or maybe it was. We'll say no more then. Tell us a bit about what sport is it?
I would do, say, cross country, hunter trials, show jumping, not so much show jumping, but I do a mixture of it all.
Okay, show jumping as well.
Yeah, a mixture of it.
Wow.
Yeah. Try it anyways.
Yeah. And how did you get into that?
That's going back a while now. Years ago, I was just kind of growing up with horses. Friends had horses. Was like, I want to do horses. Do you know, I want horses.
So again,
brilliant.
Friends,
yeah.
That's an area that definitely a little bit here, but definitely more so across the water has come under serious pressure, hasn't it? In recent years, the fox hunting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you do much of that? Like I'll be honest with you, it's not. I don't really have an opinion on it. It's not something I do, but I don't see it as cruel either. It's
the same approach basically as what hunting. You know.
Exactly.
Purpose,
so for people who don't understand, Kim, horses, and do you guys go out with hounds or?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So and you hunt fox basically.
Yeah, some hunt foxes and some do hunt trials. So like you're basically trial ascent.
Ascent,
So there's no foxes involved in that.
Yeah.
Is popular? I remember, like, I don't know, it used to be made around here, but there was a couple of clubs around us, like, and it was always, I think it was around. It's usually around this time of year. To start. Yeah. But is it as popular now? Like, would you say, or?
It would be. It kind of hasn't really.
And I know that they because I see that our local, they kind of park. I don't know what club it is, but they park, you know, at Bala Crossroads there, you know, around our club. There'll be horse boxes going to 4 ways. But do you come under pressure from access from farmers and stuff like that, or is it? In general, are they pretty okay?
No, they're pretty good. Like, you know, they're very accommodating, but like respect is given where respect is given.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's a two-way street, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Basically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So you're not going in battering, leaving gates up, and all that kind of stuff. The stuff that you know.
Yeah. That would give you a bad reputation. Yeah. One other question I have for you there: the pheasants game meat. I know you mentioned you don't hunt deer, but I know Pádraig mentioned that you do a bit of foraging and stuff.
Yeah, no, with whatever we shoot, we eat basically. Like,
brilliant.
I have to give it to Pod. She's fairly handy at cooking up different meals and that.
Come on, the Pod, stuff like that. Yeah.
Favorite dish? What's your favorite?
Venison would be my favorite.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I haven't had known that now with Ash or with.
I will give you something out of the freezer before you go.
Yeah.
The roast there not that long ago. We followed it from what was the name of them books?
Hank Shaws. And Buck Moose.
Buck Moose.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard of these. I think.
Brilliant books.
Brilliant. Buck Moose. Yeah, I think I've heard of it. Is it American?
It's American.
Yeah.
There's loads of different ones. So there's ones for ducks and pheasants and fish and
lovely. You can't beat it though. You can't. It's just automatically tastes nice. We've said this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just automatically tastes nice when you know it's wild. Like
that's it. It does. I have to say, like venison would be my favorite. Like, but I'd often met pheasant. Podges cooked pheasant and rabbit. And
Lovely.
tried it all.
Can't beat it.
I was watering already.
That was right. Yeah. I keep talking about these venison or rabbit burgers.
Yeah, the famous rabbit. They're invisible. I haven't seen that. Rabbit burgers.
The rabbits are invisible. I'm sick of going out looking for them. So they are. But I do a rabbit burger, and it's just obviously it's minced rabbit meat, and I put about 40% hickory smoked bacon into it. And it
was my first game to eat after
rabbit, was it?
I got one myself. Yeah, it was my first.
Lovely.
First one to eat. Yeah.
What about lean, healthy meat as well?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, it's lovely. What about ducks? Do you go after any waterfowling?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be out in the lakes now after buying a boat and engine and stuff, so just trying to get out on the water. So.
Fair play, yeah.
Brilliant.
Good stuff, yeah. Where you, without giving away, Midlands, will you head up?
Yeah, I mean, Midlands mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
Midlands, like, would be closest runs to us, really.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. And there's any amount of them,
get to know what I'm doing before I start venturing further afield.
I know, 100%, yeah.
I often think, guys, it's a shame that all the kind of seasons are condensed. Like you've duck, deer, pheasant,
all
bet into one. It's hard to get everything, isn't it?
Especially the geese. Like, the geese, you've only, what have you got, about 6 weeks?
Yeah, a couple of
6 weeks, yeah. Have you got a goose? Have you went out after a goose yet? No? Yeah, you should do that. That's a good experience now. Yeah.
So on my to-do list along with getting the deer licence.
Yeah, you're going to go for the deer licence,
Yeah, I was going to go for it this year, but just life got in the way. So.
I know, yeah.
Talking about that, we were down last night, and with the new, we were asking the guys the uptake in
couldn't believe this, yeah.
And obviously the deer proficiency course, isn't it?
Yeah, the HCAP and the equivalent. Yeah. That's a thing. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah. You'll have to do that now. Yeah.
But it's put a huge stall, I think, on the license. Because the guys down there were saying that it was kind of just landed on them. You know what I'm saying? This year, they weren't given too much notice about it, so they had a lot of people who were going to get their rifle, and then obviously then have to try and find one of these courses. And
the availability of the courses.
Yeah, they're thin on the ground. So if anyone can shed a bit of light on that for us, if there's somebody that can, because I know with the we organised it a few times in the club where the guys came out. I know it was different with the shotgun, but the proficiency course for the shotgun, they'd come around and they could do it for a club, with 5-6 lads. So I think it's definitely required. Like,
yeah, honest to God,
something like that, rather than one of the guys had said he got short noticed that there's one on there next week. Where is it? Donegal.
Donegal, yeah. He was living in. Where was he living? Down in Forban. Actually, I didn't. Do you remember that name?
Yeah, I can't remember now. Yeah.
If you're listening to this, he was a fellow we bumped into last night at the down at Lawn. He's from Forban. Absolute gentleman. I think he ended up buying a Pulsar, didn't he?
He did, yeah. I wasn't half jealous. It was the one I was after.
He could be divorced now, lad. You just don't know. You just don't know. What about yourself, Kim? Are you going to go after it? Will you go for the deer license? Do you think?
We'll see how we get on.
Yeah.
At the minute, probably not.
No.
I would love to go and do it.
Yeah.
You're fairly full play between college,
There's
shooting,
just a lot going
horses.
On
100%. Yeah, it's hard.
No, on the long finger, definitely. I would like to go.
Just where do you get the time? I mean, I'd say that's busy. The horses. How often do you get out with the horses?
At the minute now, with the dark evenings, try and get out every second and third evening.
Second and third evening.
Realistically, it should be out every evening.
And then try and get a bit of shooting, then rough shooting, and then at the weekend.
Shooting, working, sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleeping overrated.
I know. Yeah. And you're working as well. You do. You're
work as well. Yeah.
Right. Jeez, it's not easy, is it? Yeah.
And when you get out this weekend,
I'm hoping to get out Saturday.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Just bring the dogs out for a stroll.
Yeah, it's good to see the dogs working as well, isn't it?
It's great. It's just being outside in the fresh air.
Brilliant.
In the wild,
and you have dogs of your own?
Podges between us, we've springers.
Couple of springers,
yeah. I like the springers, yeah.
Still able to run after them, so.
Yeah. It's gas, when you get a springer, you notice like it's you'd walk after him all day. It's not you bringing him for a walk; it's him bringing you. And you just keep going after him and seeing what he's done. Then you get to a stage, you turn around and say, shit, I have to walk back. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You go, oh, Jesus Christ, you realise how far you are.
Yeah. My springer isn't too whack. As you've seen him outside, Podge, and I think you said he's probably one of the old style, but he's Yeah, he's like myself. He's a bit fond of nice and slow and gentle, I think. So happy days.
What did you think? Did that stick out about his dog now when you had a look at him?
Good big dog.
Exactly, there it is. Yeah, no man.
He's like a Springer on steroids, isn't he?
He is outrageous. I was like, it's a mixture between a Springer and a fucking Charlie bull. I'm telling you, no man, his head, isn't it? I meant to put the picture up on Instagram. I keep forgetting that.
He's only a puppy. He's still growing.
He is, and that's the funny thing. He's only was he 2? Is he
2? Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he's massive, isn't
Still a
he?
bit filling out to do on him yet.
Yeah, honest to God, yeah. Jeez, he's absolutely massive.
He's well fed.
He's well fed, yeah.
That's the one down.
Yeah.
Honest to God, yeah. What would you? What is there anything else now you'd like to get into? Obviously, the deer hunting. Is there any other aspects of it you'd like to get more involved in? Or
Just more time to do more of it would be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant hobby, isn't it? Say hobby is brilliant. Like you think of, I often think, when you get up on hopefully tomorrow morning is like this morning, there's a bit of, that kind of fog in the hills and stuff, and
class.
And I think every hunter, there's a story in Road Pursuits is one of the first ones, isn't it? I think it's Walking on the Cocktails or something like that,
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know whether you guys have read it. If you haven't got the magazine.
We have it there actually, somewhere. That's
brilliant.
Have it pre-ordered.
Have you pre-ordered? Come on, yeah. Sean.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we'd be chatting to him. It's a great thing, isn't it?
Stop! I can't wait. When we finish up here, I'm going to have the fire on in there and read the second half.
Yeah. It's deadly.
I think every hunter can appreciate them mornings, the bit of frost on the ground.
Yeah, birds singing.
And I often think how many people are in bed and they're not getting to experience the sun coming up and the header going, the Albany colours and the dogs out running.
You can't
it's
be
brilliant, isn't it?
100%. I remember one year, I think must have been a Christmas before I went to Australia anyway, and it was Christmas Day, and we're in the band and the way I could be like I'm one I can't sit still for too fucking minutes. I have to be doing something so we're sitting there and I said to Matt, what time will the dinner be ready at? I won't be ready till 4 o'clock, and it was after snowing, it was a good bit of snow, so I says, right, sure, I know what to do. Grab the dog, grab the gun and walk across the field, and I swear to Jez, man, you know when it's like snowing, everyone is it's like a sound, like it mutes all this, doesn't
it's
it?
Like a sound blanket,
it's like a sound blanket. I just always remember that, and I swear to God, man, it was one of the most nicest experiences in life. I'll always remember that. It's just fucking something.
Same as that. I think it was only down here. I shoot a little bit around here with the young lads, and it was one around Christmas one year actually. I was off for a couple of days, I think, anyway. Like that, it just started to snow, and we had done a trek down a couple of miles that way, and as we were coming back, the snow was getting heavier, and now I suppose some people that would be like, oh geez, you're walking miles in the snow beating you, but I just could not have been happier.
100%, it's deadly. You can't beat it.
Get in then and the fire on, and you have a pheasant on your back, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing as...
There's not, it's brilliant, I meant to say, what I done, I forgot to say as well, is a little hip flask with a drop of whiskey in it.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Deadly, yeah. That's probably illegal, actually. Probably.
You didn't say you drank it, Barry.
No, I didn't, exactly. Just brought, exactly.
You had the hip flask of whiskey, yeah.
Exactly, for an emergency. Right, a couple more, just quick fire questions before we go. If you had to pick one, pheasant shooting, clay shooting, which would you go?
Pheasant shooting.
Pheasant shooting? Yeah. Okay, fair enough, right. Under over or side by side?
Under and over.
Under and over. Okay, very good. What else? What catches you use? Just 7.5s?
Yeah,
for the clays,
for
obviously.
7.5.
And what we got for pheasants? What are you going for?
Whatever I'm given.
Is it?
I think they're 32 grams.
32 gram sixes or something, probably. Are they? 5 or 6s.
5s and 6s.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So well to remember that one.
You pheasant 5s. You shoot 5s, yeah?
I always shoot with 5s. Yeah. I actually shot with steel shot this year. It was the first time I ever shot with steel shot. I don't actually know why I bothered, but still, a lot of lads in our club are big into the goshawks and stuff. So if they're not eating the pheasant, they'll give it to the bird. Like, so I can't have any of that. Like.
Yeah.
But we shot with steel shot this year. Yeah. And it was funny. My gun, do you know the what's it called? The fleur de lis is have you seen that?
No.
So there's a stamp. Have you heard of that?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Steel shopproof.
Yeah. So that's it. So Yeah. There's none Mossberg, I might say Mossberg, it's American made. And not too many of the American guns have it, like. And it's a very grey area as to whether it was
suitable or not.
Yeah, whether it's suitable, like. So, and I was just there, geez, what I do here? I was in between two minds. And yeah, I'm telling you here now, the first time, because you hear all these, it'll expand the barrel and all these stories, like, if it's not fit for it, like. So I was literally, man, for the first shot, I was literally like closing my eyes. I was waiting. I swear.
Is that what you're trying to blame now on the missed shot? Isn't it? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. All I was sure of doing, I was putting on a motorbike helmet to take the shot.
Funny enough, when we were talking about that on the podcast, my mate listened to the podcast, and I had sent you obviously the article. Remember with the chokes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, tell him not to put the chokes in the steel shot. And he thought I said, no, I've already sent him the little article we were discussing
about the full shocks. Yeah, but like that's it. My gun, like I don't know. I just say I don't know anything about clay shooting. Like I don't even know anything about chokes. Like I swear to God, I got me Mossberg about 17 years ago. There's a choke in the top of it. I think it's the sort of a choke. It screws in anyhow, but it's not. There's no numbers or fucking that on it. So it is what it is. Like so. I think it's supposed to be a full choke for a steel shot, I think, isn't it? Or if you heard of that?
Yeah, there is chokes are compatible for steel shot.
For steel shot, yeah. But like for that to work, you'd have to know what the one is. I had a fucking clue. I was literally just waiting to. I thought it was going to be like one of those Animaniacs. You look and the barrel is like
come out,
wrapped around you. But it worked.
Your gun is obviously choked with the clays, is it?
There's chokes.
Yeah.
We have a primitive. Like I spoke about it in the podcast. I have a primitive way of I use my finger to gauge, and
it's just
I give a tire shot in the bottom barrel. So if I'm unlucky with the first one, and that's the way I do it. So full choke on the top, and then tight choke on the bottom.
On the bottom of it, yeah.
Very simple.
Yeah.
But it works.
Sometimes. Occasions. Have you ever had any bad misses? Have you ever had any like times? What have you learned much like from your time, like as regards? Yeah, well, any of them, yeah.
Yeah. So for somebody, say for us, pair of Aegis here,
pair of Eagles, so we're missing a lot. We're missing a lot.
Any pointers on the clays?
Yeah.
It's a hard one, really. Well, it depends on what you're shooting. Like, I've had lessons, clay shooting lessons.
Okay.
I think everybody needs to have them, really. You know?
So I've
when
heard
you're starting out, definitely. Well, for the likes of me starting out, definitely, because you put your gun up, you see this clay coming at you. Me personally, I look at it and go, "Oh look,
yeah,
there goes the clay."
That split second,
and then you're like, "Oh, I was meant to shoot the clay." Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then eventually you get into it, you get drilled into it. Like,
get rid of it.
Keep your head in the stock would be the main thing. Like, the minute you move your head off the stock, your vision changes.
Okay. One question: one eye closed, both eyes open.
I was just about to ask.
Yeah. What?
That depends too on the discipline. Now I started off shooting sporting, and I would have always shot with one eye closed.
Yes.
Now with this new discipline, I have to keep my two eyes open.
All right. How do you find that tricky now?
Yeah. Constantly telling myself, "Don't close your eye. Don't close your eye." And then you've only like 3 seconds from when you call pull, that bird goes, and then you're like, "Is my eye open? Is my eye closed?"
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I had experience with this, right? Mm-hmm. So similar to that, one eye closed, a shot, and then
or both eyes closed. Or one.
Debatable. But and then again, discussing. I read an article or looked at it, and there was just 2 eyes open. I thought it was a revelation. I was going to be even better than I was before.
Okay.
But and geez, I couldn't have hit a post that was in front of me.
I'd be the same. I'd say, yeah.
It was terrible. I was shooting at rabbits down here, just down the road, and they were literally looking down, and they weren't too bothered about me shooting there.
They heard a bang somewhere, and they're looking around.
Yeah,
what was that?
And I gave it a good. I don't think I've hit it.
Have you not?
No, with 2 eyes open, so I would have went back then. So.
Did you? Yeah, I'd find that very hard to do. Like I don't know what way you do, but if with the rifle, I'd have both eyes open on the scope.
No, one eye.
Would you? Yeah. No, I always have. If I'm looking on the scope, I'll have both eyes open. But I think it's different looking out through a crosshair.
Yeah, one eye closed. Yeah.
Closed, yeah. No, I'd have both open.
Yeah. So I think as well with the glasses, right? Because like when I'm looking down, because you're like that, you get a different sight down this eye than the other eye. It's really weird, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Do you find that? I'm thinking about getting my eyes laser just solely for shooting.
Really? Yeah.
Because when the wind and the rain is beating.
What about contact? You know, just shoot. What about contacts?
I don't like putting fingers near my eyes, man.
Yeah.
I had that problem for years. Couldn't figure out why can I not see them, why can I not see them. Got contact lenses, the same thing. Yeah, I could see them, wasn't great. You know, the blurry was still there. And then I went shoot there a couple of weeks ago and contact lens split halfway through the shoot and I was like, oh, here we go. Couldn't see a thing. Had to stop shooting. Like, you know, they're there this week. I just went and I got prescription glasses for shooting.
Yeah. Oh, fair play, right?
Expensive, but sure.
And this is going to be...
I haven't used them yet. I'm collecting them. I might actually go and collect them.
I'd be interested to hear that.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a completely stupid question, okay? When you say prescription, like, is there anything different? Are they just prescription glasses or do you tell these people, like, I'm actually going to be shooting?
I went in, when I went to get my eyes tested there not that long ago, I spoke to ask them, would they do inserts for shooting glasses? And they knew what I was on about.
Okay.
So
no way.
It's obviously not...
Yeah, because I can get... I've sunglasses, they can do the shaded ones, so I presume they can just get the lenses. And obviously that, because the shooting glasses are semi kind of moulded, aren't they? They're not as, like, me and you both have similar glasses on, where they're like on a flat plane essentially, where the shooting glasses are slightly curved, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, well with this now it's an insert, so it slots up into the glasses, so you're inserting, then you're shooting with frames around them. Different colours for different lights of it.
Okay.
And would you use much of them? I've often seen it, and like people use, like, isn't there? I've seen they've all these other funny looking glasses, different coloured lenses, and
it's for the different coloured lights.
Oh, is it?
Not different coloured light, different coloured lenses for the different shades of lights.
Okay. The Jesus, right? Okay, right. And I've even seen them now. Don't some of them do it where the frame is on the bottom? Have you seen those? You know the way normally your frame is on the top. I've seen them before. Where the frame is on the bottom, so you've no.
Oh, maybe for.
Yeah. When you know, if you look up, there's no
impediment there.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen them somewhere. Yeah. And then what else kind of gear wise? Obviously, you've got your gun, you've got your prescription glasses. Is there anything else gear wise that you'd?
That's basically it.
Yeah.
So you go rough shooting, right? Like, because we were talking about this last night, because like we were in Woody's last night for hunting. So and there is, like, you know, I have a couple of essential pieces of kit, you know, the knife and the boar snake. Do you bring a boar snake? Yeah. But you don't, Brenny, you know. For the rough shooting.
No, I don't. I don't have a boar snake for me, what, man. I should be saying this because I'm planning on trading this gun in. It's a real good gun. Like, it's well looked after, honestly. It's a well-oiled machine.
So just a knife. Do you bring a knife? No.
Yeah, knife. Game carriers.
Yeah.
It's the usual bit.
Yeah.
Don't bring too much, because then the walk and the carrying, the weight of the gun, the weight of everything.
And all the pheasants you shoot down as well on top of that. You know?
Exactly, yeah.
It's a course.
It's a course, yeah. Someone has to do it. And then, so say if you're going out on a shoot, like say if you say like a competition shoot you're doing, would you find is it an expensive day?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
There's no point beating around.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, cartridges are expensive.
Yeah. Cartridges are the biggest thing.
Entries.
An entry, okay.
So what are you talking roughly for a day's shooting?
Say €100 more.
€100,
yeah. That's a fair bit now. Yeah. That is a fair bit.
Yeah.
That's a fair bit, isn't it?
Like, entries could be anything from €40 to €75.
Okay.
And that's just entries, and then you have your plays and our cartridges on top of that.
Okay.
And here's a question for you now. When you were shooting for Ireland, was there much, like, was there much sponsorship? Did you get, like?
No.
Are you serious? I think that's sad, isn't it? Like that, you know what I mean? No,
surely one of the gun shops should.
But not even the gun shops.
Well, yeah, but like I'm just saying, like, surely one of the ammo stores or something should get behind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. To get behind it, but like it should be some sort of initiative there from like whatever the Irish sporting
bodies as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wrong though. I think that's
you get a T-shirt for your privilege.
A T-shirt, that's it. So like the cartridges on the day, you
I buy them. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Pay for your hotel.
Yeah, it becomes an expensive night, doesn't it? You know, or expensive day.
Say subsidise your hotel stay.
Yeah, they do that. Actually, I forgot about that.
Right. But still, like, that's not going to go a long way. Like when you have to,
like those shoots are 200 birds. Like it's not your normal 100 bird shoot, like so they're 200 birds.
Jesus Christ,
so it's like a 2-day event kind of thing.
Yeah, geez, well, like I think there has that's a like clay pigeon shooting. It's an Olympic sport. Like it's big. There's you don't have to go too far. Like look at the success that England have had in it is phenomenal. Like and I'm not letting on that I know much about. I know we have had lads here that have contenders and have been
There's some Ian O'Sullivan.
What's his name?
Ian O'Sullivan and Derek Burnett, Aoife Gormley.
Burnett, I've heard. Yeah, I've definitely heard of. I've heard of them. Right, like so phenomenal talent out there. Like definitely, yeah. So like
probably not the support as you said. Like this is the thing. It's not a cheap sport to be like because aside from the competition side, these guys have not the same as a runner has to go out and do his 10, 15, 20k. Like a clay pigeon shooter has to go out and essentially practice.
Yeah.
How often roughly would you have to practice to be at the...
When I started this discipline, I was out every Wednesday and then you'd be out on a Saturday as well or Sunday.
So you could easily, I'm not trying to put words in, but you could easily spend €200 a week then if you're at...
On top of diesel and everything.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's tough, like, yeah. Like, I get it if you're trying to get, I get it, like, obviously, we wouldn't be expecting, like, the Irish Sports Council to be handing out money, so you're interested in clay pigeon shooting, so look here, we'll pay your expenses and see if you like it. But if you're getting to the standard that you're obviously at, if you're getting to the standard, when you're adorning the tricolour and you're representing your country, jeez, like, surely
absolutely, should be something,
yeah, 100%, yeah, definitely.
And I mean, especially with the like, you hear the figures that are being, and I've no disrespect, but the figures are bandied around with the boxing and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Surely, if this is one of the sports we can compete internationally at, you know what I'm saying? And we're as good as anyone else. So like, there's no doubt that with the right parameters put in place that we can't compete. But that's a big impediment for somebody. On top of that's not, we haven't discussed the gun.
As well,
you need a pretty decent gun.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, well, I'd imagine there's no one shooting, €500 and €600 Bakel guns. I presume that they're
definitely
no, like
couple of grand minimum.
What's that?
Couple of grand
minimum. Yeah, there you go. Jeez.
What kind of dollars is your gun, Kim? Do you mind us asking?
I think mine was in around 3.5.
3.5, yeah.
Second hand.
Yeah.
Second hand.
That wasn't even
Yeah.
Jeez, man. I think if I put all my guns together, I don't think they'd come to 3.5 grand. Maybe I do it with scopes, but like, geez, that's serious. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And like, again, as well, it's not as if you have over 100 people representing their country every year at clay pigeon shooting. Would you agree with that? Like, it's not like it's a small number. They wouldn't have to pump in hundreds of thousands into it, surely, to Jesus.
Not hundreds of thousands. But there's that many different variations of disciplines within clay shooting.
Yeah.
Would be a good few numbers.
Would be a good few, would they? Yeah.
But like, they could do something simple. Like, I mean, surely with the some sort of tax on the ammo. If you're like, I'm not talking about me and Brenny, who are only we're going through a couple of boxes of cartridges a year. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. But you guys are going through, a lot of cards. So
thousands.
So like to be competing at that level, surely there's something they could do. Even tax wise. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through that amount, and competing at the level you're competing at.
Yeah, but is there not something there already though? Am I don't know? Is there not something there that if you're representing your country, you should be entitled to tax exemptions in certain things?
That I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure of that, man. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
The Olympic representatives in shooting would get some money off.
Yeah.
The Olympic.
The Olympic committees and.
Yeah, but like, I mean, so.
Well, there should be something more.
There should, yeah. We're saying it here now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get behind Kim Gannon. Get behind her. Anybody wants to donate or anyone wants to sponsor her.
Exactly, Go on there. Somebody took a punt on Katie Taylor when people...
No, you're talking. 110%. So email us at the Irish Hunting Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah.
We're going to get behind Kim Gannon.
Yeah, a bit of sponsorship.
Without a shadow of a doubt, yeah.
Any funny stories? Mrs.
Mrs., give us a good one. You can tell about Podge if you want to.
Oh, it is about him. It is.
Yeah. So, this lad that I know.
Yeah, this person. So, right, when I started out shooting, rough shooting first or whatever, he's like, right, come on, we go. He's like, right, okay, of course, I was only starting off. It was raining outside. I was like, God, do I really want to go out in the rain? Like, you know, I was like, right, maybe. Like, right, go on, sure, what else will I do? Headed off for a few ducks, like, and anyways, and I was grand, sure, started getting colder and colder. Wife says, make sure you bring gloves with you. Yeah. No gloves. Well, did I regret not bringing gloves with me? My hands were frozen. Like, I mean, they were stuck.
Yeah.
The trigger feels a little heavier then, doesn't it?
So anyways, we get into this, drive down this lane, anyways, right, come on, we're going up to that hill, and I'm looking at that hill, and I'm like, really? Is there a shorter way to that hill? Through, I think there was 2 or 3 drains, ditches, the whole shebang, and I headed off, got there the whole lot, grand, coming back, as I said, frozen, coming back, decided to go back a different way, up this hill. Kim didn't make it up the hill. Kim slipped back down the hill, fell on the arse. This lad up at the top of the hill laughing.
I think we've all had one of them.
So I just sat there for 5 minutes trying to console myself to get up this hill.
But you went back and you did it again. So.
I got up with a pull and a drag. We got up the hill.
And come here, most important question: how many ducks did you shoot?
I don't think we got any.
That needs a worse.
There was no talking going home.
Very good.
Yeah,
very good.
Class. Absolutely deadly. So
they're always the ones you remember, those.
Oh, jeez, 100%. Lad. And like that, you were saying, I remember going out a couple of times after duck, like, especially out in the lake. I remember being down in Loughree one year, and I swear to Jesus, man, like, yeah, it was never as cold. You know, it was outrageous. We got absolutely wet. We went out. It was grand, calm day, lovely day. I think we might have been out after a couple of geese. Grand, calm day out across on the boat. Everyone was cushy, and you know, we had wet gear rash. No, I don't need wet gear. I'm not fucking. You know, I'm not dragging that around me. But with the lower jazz boys, we were out in the middle of the lake, and I'm not jazz, got you. It was like the perfect storm. We were in this fucking 16-foot sheeling boat, lad, and I swear I didn't think there was waves. You could get waves like it in the middle of a lake. Beat the whole. I'm terrified, absolutely terrified. And your man that was driving the boat, and he's a nice fella, like, you know what I mean. But like he was all of, you know, he was a big man. He was all in it. Like, let's just say that, right? And he was sitting there. The waves were hitting the boat, like, and they were coming within that of. Now I wouldn't be great in water, anyway. And I just says to your man, I looked at him. I says, we were out in the middle of the lake. I says, lad, will you head for the shore, lad? No, I hope, lad. He said, take us the whole day to get across the lake if I go around the shore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember turning around and saying to him, lad, I'm telling you here now, I'll give you €100. I'll give you €100 if you just go to the fucking. I was never as a fucking afraid. Like, wet to the bone, got back to the van, did not shoot a thing the whole day. Back to the van, and we literally drove the whole way home from Tipperary. Three of us, man, nearly in our jocks, shoes off, and everything in the van.
Yeah.
Heat and blast out. We're trying to get what?
Frozen.
Never fucking forget.
That's duck shooting, right? And I like it. Probably like I love rough shooting because, you know, 2 feet around the ground, and if I don't feel like going anymore, I can turn around and come back. But I've had funny stories like that with duck shooting. Like, we went down to Finney one year, and like that, we had one of the guys, you know, I think there's one at every club, you know, he's the fucking expert at everything. You know, he can drive the boat, he can shoot fucking duck, he knows where they're coming in, he knows the best spot to be perched up. So we went out the night before, set up a few decoys, come back in, had the feed and a few pints, and back out the following morning in the fucking pitch dark in the middle of Finney, and down the little estuary out onto the lake, you know. And every 2 fucking minutes, he was on the back of the boat, every 2 minutes, fucking get caught up in reeds.
Oh, Jesus, man.
And my outfit was in the middle of the boat, and he'd be giving out to him. I was fucking stuck, you know. And I'd have to make me wait. I was up with the torch at the front of the boat, you know, directing. Left, not that fucking left, the other left. With that, I'd have the longest arms and the most nimble, and that wasn't saying a whole lot. I'd have to make me way to the back of the boat.
Oh, Jesus.
2 hands down and the propeller, free it up, and we get 50 yards, same fucking thing again.
Oh, Jesus, tonight, isn't it? Oh, man, it would test your fucking
and out into the middle of the lake, and we were supposed to be in the best fucking spot. Yeah. But sure, there was fucking lads left and right in the middle. I never got a shot at a fucking duck.
You know,
no. And shoot 2 wet feet, 2 wet arms, cold, frozen.
So
I like shooting. You know, there's a few
ponds
and bits and pieces.
Yeah,
I just prefer that, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I love the lake now. I think like on a calm day heading out across the lake, it's a different experience. It's
definitely not the first anyway.
No, the first is a fucking waste.
No.
I remember it'd be pitch black dark. You'd be out next thing. Light would start to come up, and the first flight would get up, and then it'd be like bang,
Beirut,
bang, bang, and then as they're making their way up to it, the love and Jesus Christ, like the whole lake are up, you know. But I remember I say this one before we wrap it up. I remember another time, my first time, as I say, I wouldn't honestly be great at water. Like water freaks me out. Do you know, it's like on the lake and it's dark, and you're like, "Fuck man, I don't know how deep that is." Do you know what I mean? You're looking at it going, "Shit." Would you be like that too? You'd be like that, would you?
Yeah.
I'd be looking at that going like, fuck, I don't like not to be able to see the bottom, you know. And I remember the first fucking day going down, first time I'd say ever out on this old rickety fucking shielding boat. And had waders, you know, to get the boat out. And sometimes you get out like, and you know, if you're, and I had the waders on me the whole lot, nervous fucking wreck. And says the one about, where's the life jackets? Life jackets. What the fuck would you want a life jacket for?
You know you're in trouble then.
I was just there, are you serious? I was like, fuck would you want a life jacket? You're only up in the lake, lad. I was like, oh fuck. I said, oh Jesus Christ, what do I do here? And then we got on the boat.
You swim, Brady, that's what you do.
You swim is right, man. We got on the boat and I was absolutely terrified. And we were heading out across, because I say I had the waders on me, and I'll never forget it, man. He turned around and he says to me, "Maguire, yeah, you'd be as well unclip them waders, lad." And I says, "What?" Take the strap, unclip the waders. And he's like, "For what?" He says, "Because if you fall in, they'll fill it with water." And he says, "You're just like a rocket straight to the bottom."
That's the best thing to say to a man who's afraid of a lake, huh?
Honest to God, he says, "If you go in there, fill it with water, lad, and you'll just be like a rocket going to the bottom." And I was just there, oh, just get
That's like saying to a lad in a plane, "Jesus, I don't like that rattling."
Honest to God, yeah. You're really going to sit in that seat? No, Jesus, I wouldn't sit there on you. Yeah, honest to God. Sure, look, we all have stories, I suppose. I suppose we've got to wrap it up now shortly on that.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Thanks very much for coming in.
Yeah, honest to God, thanks a million for that. And we might have you on it now, maybe again. This could be a regular thing now.
When is your next competition coming up? Just before?
Oh God, I don't think there's any coming up play soon. Actually, I think there's a shoot on Sunday, but it's not.
Competition.
Well, okay. It's obviously they're all competitions, but it's not like
It's an
international shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Should be next September.
It'll be next
Basically.
September, yeah.
Oh, will it really? Okay, so there is a sort of a.
I'll make it again.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm sure
brilliant,
you will.
brilliant.
You
Well,
get all
we'll
this
keep-
sponsorship behind you. Looking to be known.
Keep us posted, will you? We'll keep everyone updated on the podcast. And then in the equine, any competitions coming up in that?
No, that's kind of all finished now as well for the time being. That's
Okay.
start back up now again in the summertime.
That'll, so you can concentrate on a bit of shooting now for the rest of the year. Brilliant, 100%. Well, listen, thanks a million again. I really appreciate that, and it's great to get a female perspective on things, and hopefully it'll encourage more women to get involved. And as I said, there's no reason that they shouldn't. You know?
Definitely no reason.
Yeah. Your last comment. What would you say to any woman out there that wants to get into it?
Don't be afraid to give it a go.
Don't be afraid.
Give it a go.
Give it a go.
Give it a chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Brilliant.
Love to hear that. Well, listen, thanks a million again for joining us. I suppose next, we haven't even talked about what's our next episode. We've that many
What
things.
are we going to fucking do next?
I don't know, man. We've that many shit. Like, I might just quit my job and just do this. Will I get a full-time job with this?
Yeah. No, you never know, man. We'll be well fed anyway.
Yeah. But we're going to tune in. We're definitely going to concentrate on a bit of fishing now. One of our next podcasts. We're going to go down to Loch Corrib.
Yes.
No, we won't be by the next episode, but we are going to go down there.
We were invited down last night, I think.
Yeah. There's a man there. He is Fishing Guides Ireland, and he actually works down in Wild Hunter. Fierce, nice fella. Didn't actually get his name. Absolute gentleman. But
he's kindly invited us down to have a bit of a spin out with him, and again, it's great. Good enterprise down there, and there's people there willing to help. People get involved in that discipline as well, so that's brilliant.
100%. So that's.
And I'm not fishing literate, as they say, so it'll be an experience. So let's see if they can turn a silk
100% you will, man. Get that pike on. 100% you will. You'll be hooked straight away. You will. So that's going to be it. Next episode, we're going to be out after a little bit of shooting, so we'll probably do another episode.
All we've missed.
Exactly. 100%. Yeah.
Today we didn't shoot.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, look, we'll wrap it up there for now anyway, and safe shooting if you're heading out, and
over and out,
and keep it country. And we'll talk to you on the next one.